Welcome back, friend. This is Descent, a map that I got from our beloved creator, Stab. At Stab, technically. Um, I literally did a map from them last Gmod video, right? Silent Apartments was from them, but some other maps were as well. So by now I think we're getting familiar with this person, and I'm pretty sure, you'll agree with me, their maps are usually pretty good. So I figured it's a safe bet to try another one of his, or theirs, I don't know if they're a man or a woman. But yeah, I'm not sure where we are right now. It looks like some sort of supermarket, but it's very empty. It's interesting how empty it is. Yeah, it's definitely some sort of supermarket. It's huge. You know what? I heard recently there was some sort of fandom forming on... Oh, look at that. We'll go after. There was some sort of fandom forming. Where was it? Twitter, maybe? Well, online in any case. There was this fandom about old, abandoned supermarkets. Sometimes, depending on the situation, on the reason why it was abandoned, maybe some immediate health reasons that, that caused them to close. Maybe the health authorities forced them to close because of health reasons. Or maybe bankruptcy. That can happen. But either way, regardless of the reason, some of these supermarkets, sometimes big chains that only close a single place, sometimes small family owned, they end up closing and leaving everything behind. And the food starts rotting, and it's disgusting. And then it's a real mess cleaning it up. No, I don't really remember, these supermarkets, what they were called. There were quite a few different brands, different chains. I think for the most part, 90% of them, they are family-owned supermarkets, or something like that, in the USA. And yes, again, I don't really know the names, but there are quite a few, and I'm sure you can easily find them online. And yeah, there was a fandom forming, and what I'm trying to say is this place kind of feels like that. Wait, how is this even possible? How did this go through one of these barriers? Fred, isn't that impossible, technically? What? Did they assemble or build a barrier around it? Alright, I'm sure that's not meant to be an Easter egg, but you know what, friend? That's my Easter egg. I already found one Easter egg. Yes, I'm gonna consider one of them. And yeah, I suppose it does look like one of those abandoned supermarkets. As you can see, most of the shelves are empty. They haven't been restocked. Possibly, hopefully they managed to sell most of the merchandise before closing, before shutting down. But clearly something is still left on the shelves. Is it going to rot? Probably. Are we going to find something creepy? Maybe. And you know what? These pipes, this creator already used them in Silent Apartments. I'm not sure if that map was done before or after this one. I'm assuming after. But that's interesting. They look exactly the same. They look like metal skeletal hands of sorts. Is this one of those... Wait, I could pick it up. Is it one of those phone books? Yeah, probably. That's interesting. I haven't seen one of these probably since I was 6 or something. My parents had one, but I don't know if we ever really used it. Could be useful if you need to call a hospital or something, I guess. But nowadays, I'm sure you wouldn't really use them anymore. And you know what, friend? Let's explore the downstairs after. Because I feel like if there is something really cool to see, it's going to be downstairs. Considering the sinkholes we've seen. So let's keep that for the end. Yeah, you can go downstairs as well. Kudos on the sounds, by the way. I know it's a small thing, but you get used to the default sounds of Gmod. So whenever someone puts a different one that is not default, and it's, you know, scary like that, it's kind of a scary sound, friend. You know, when they put it, it's always nice to hear, I guess. Shows effort. It's the small details, you know. Oh, that seems to be very creepy. I see, it's indestructible, but that's fine. We know what's over there. Like, we know what's over here, but not over here. Let's just see, friend. Now this is creepy. I will admit, this is creepy. But then, looking down the vent like this, this is cool, kind of. Feels like an action movie. But then, that opening is not breakable. So, I don't get to live my action movie fantasy, I guess. The vents, when they're this long, they really do feel creepy. Some weird light effect, by the way, I don't know if you noticed. You know, I'm really happy I added this zoom function. You might have, you know, if you've seen the past few videos, I had it for a while now. I think it's very great. I think I said it a few videos ago when I first introduced it. I think it was on Fazbear's Forgotten, the map. We'll get here. But yeah, the reason why I wanted to introduce it was because I just, you know, when I played Voices of the Void, it was just so good. It was so good just randomly zooming on things. It's also good to analyze things better, you know, maybe some details are very small, well, you get to see properly. Yeah, cannot go here either. And so yeah, look at the zoom function, it's pretty good. I don't like this. Oh, okay, good. And this is not a dead end. Yeah, get me out of here, please. I already had enough of the vents. Of course, friend, I wasn't as scared as Silent Apartments. Now that map was something, let me tell you. That map was pretty tough. But no, I'm today I'm not as scared as that. But who knows? It is the same creator, so we could get something as scary coming out. Who knows? Well, it's just an ordinary office, I guess. Nothing too suspicious, really. Well, back to the main floor, I guess. We're back to the start. Yes, this area is kind of okay. It's not really scary, I suppose. But it is empty. But like I said, friend, I'm expecting the real scares, real liminality, and I guess feeling of, you know, me probably not being there would be a good idea. Oh, I don't know how to explain it. The feeling of being in a place where you really shouldn't be. I'm expecting that to really surface now that we're going downstairs. And maybe we can find a cause for this sinkhole. You know, maybe we'll find an explanation to it. Or maybe not. Yeah, okay. You know, sometimes nature just does this, I guess. Oh, that is not normal. Ooh. Right, that was a scare. It's scripted, isn't it? No, it's not scripted. Alright. Look at this. There's blood. Right, so... wonder what we're gonna find downstairs. Of course, yes, of course. We were here before. The terminal. Interesting name for a journal, for a newspaper. Right. We've got sewers. And here I thought we could keep, you know, I could keep my clothing clean. Hopefully you know what, the water doesn't even look that bad. Looks actually very clear. That's interesting. Well, I'm not exactly complaining, friend. Now this door, it kinda gave me a bad feeling. Right, this is where we were before, wasn't it? Yes, yes. And then we're back outside. Alright, well, let's go back downstairs. Now, friend, this is also a pretty ominous door. I wonder if this black residue here is some sort of water damage? Could be. Ah, we got a cold drinks machine, that's good. And it looks like someone broke the wall. It looks like someone was digging even. That's interesting. Okay, yes, I get it. We were there before. Alright, okay. Hopefully I don't miss anything, but you already know. You already know what comes at the end, friend. You know about the no-clip run. We always do it. Ooh. Looks particularly empty and dark. Huh. There's a gun. Right. So you're telling me we have a gun, blood splatters, and bones even. I don't know about you, friend, but I am suspecting foul play. Yeah, something bad happened here. Radioactive material? Potentially? Now that is very interesting. Look, there are multiple ones too. Right, this is not normal. Multiple people were killed here, and it almost seems like some sort of sacrificial ground, altar. You know, like someone made sacrifices, and oh, okay. Right. All of a sudden, we're not in a supermarket anymore, but in some sort of tomb. Yes. It looks like some sort of a... well, maybe I wouldn't say Egyptian, but some sort of ancient temple or tomb. I was not expecting this. Oof. That almost scared me. Right, friend. I don't know what's in there, but it cannot be good. Ah. Alright, friend. I will go there, but let's do it at the end. I want to have a better look at this area first. As always, I'd rather save, you know, the best for last. That is how I eat my food. I save the best for last, and how I do my exploration. Look at that. That is very interesting. Because it really makes me... oh no, you know what? Ironically, I think I found the reason behind the sinkhole. I wonder, yeah, it seems like just the ceiling started caving in a little bit. Maybe one of the columns, you know, the ceiling in general, and then obviously, since this is all hollow, then the floor caved in. That's only dirt after all. And rock, maybe. But I still don't know why this happened. It's almost like this place shouldn't have been found. It probably shouldn't have. And then I wonder, how was this found? Do you think the owner knew somehow? I mean, I guess it was walled, right? Someone built the walls. Ah, that is so very interesting. Alright, friend. We gotta be brave here. And hug the walls. I do not like this. What? These are like honeycombs. And, looks like it's being extracted, but I have no way of following this pipe. Close as well. Is this some sort of alien race of bees? They also look like they're made of rock. That is so intriguing. So from a supermarket to an ancient tomb to some sort of alien beehive. That is very interesting. That's very cool, actually. I was not expecting this. I admit I was getting scared, but now it's like I went from fear to wonder all of a sudden. I will no clip this, friend. I haven't been here, have I? That's impossible. Surely I would have noticed the hole. Now it's back to absolute creepiness again. What happened? Ooh. Okay. Clearly, I'm not alone here. Huh. Okay, I guess I hadn't seen properly. Should have paid more attention. Well, there's more to see over there. I think it's safe to say whoever that person was, he was the one digging. Well, maybe it's not that safe to say, I suppose. Yeah, someone is doing some sort of experiment here anyway, or at least they were. And I'm wondering if all these people were killed on purpose. I mean, we did see blood splatters and a gun. So maybe some sort of sacrifice had to be done in order to get over here. That seems to be about it. I don't seem to find anything else about this location. Let's go with no clip, friend. Let's make sure I saw everything there is to see. Yeah, we were up here. Yeah, we've also been here. Saw this area before. I believe this might be it. This time around I was very careful to explore everything. Yeah, we've seen that flight of stairs. So I believe this is it. I'm going to be honest, I really was not expecting this. A very interesting map. It develops in a very interesting way. Yeah, again, I thought it was all going to be some sort of I guess urban scenario, right? I start in a supermarket and I thought I was going to find something weird downstairs. But I didn't think I was going to find that. I thought I was going to find, I don't know, some long tunnels. I guess to some degree, yes, to some degree I did find things I was expecting. But the tomb and the alien hive, on those things, I really was not expecting. All in all, really a good experience, friend. I had fun exploring this. I got scared a little. Again, not as much as the Silent Hill map, Silent Apartments. But it was definitely a good experience. So you should have a look for yourself too, why not? Is this... Yeah, okay, because I was wondering where this was exactly. Yeah, okay. Yeah, once again, I did see everything. Friend, this is the end of the video. As you probably, started figuring out. If you liked it, please give me a like. I always appreciate it. And tell me your opinions. If you want to say something about this video, leave a comment. I'm always happy to receive the comments as well. And, share it with your friends. Share it with people. And definitely subscribe. Because there is more coming. Absolutely, friend. As for today, that is it. I'll see you next time, friend. Goodbye.